Hey YouTube. Today's episode of Hobby Talk, I want to talk some about the state of card collecting here in 2021. This is May 2021. So many things have happened this past couple years to our hobby that we love. Whether you collect baseball cards, basketball cards, football cards, Pokemon, Marvel, Star Wars, you name it, the hobby has changed big time, and I know it can get frustrating. I've definitely been getting frustrated here, you know, because I like opening Star Wars stuff. I like opening older Star Wars stuff and just getting super tough to find any at a price that I'm willing to pay. Now I know I do have the cheap box opening series. Thankfully, I was able to get those boxes back before all the prices went up. So I almost feel bad about showing those because I don't want it almost makes it look like there's cheap boxes out there, because there isn't, guys. I've looked around at all the places that I used to be able to find the cheaper boxes, and I'm just not finding them anymore. And hopefully things get normalized where you can once again find cheaper stuff to open again. But let me tell you, man, it's hard finding fun stuff to rip. And I love open packs if you watch my channel, and I'm gonna keep trying. But maybe for the foreseeable future, I might not be able to open as much new stuff, and maybe do more like informational videos like this. I hope you guys hang in there, because if I can get Star Wars boxes cheap again, I'll be ripping them. So that's kind of like what I want to talk about on the Star Wars front. But sports cards, it's been getting very frustrating. Sealed product is so expensive, and it has skyrocketed since 2020. And I think a big part of the frustration is that in the older days, maybe just a couple years ago, you could go to your hobby shop. Let's say you wanted like this. 2018 Prism. I was interested in trying to find a Luka Doncic rookie, and so on the release day, I went to the local hobby shop, and there they had it. No problem. This was how every new set that came out, if you got there on the initial release, you got a good deal. I paid $200 a box for 2018 Prism Hobby, and those videos are on my channel if you want to go watch what I got. But this is how crazy things have gotten. The latest sale of a 2018 Prism Hobby box of basketball just sold for $5,750. That is just mind-numbing for one hobby box. And what the problem is your hobby shop and breakers and all these guys, they get their boxes from distributors. They don't get them straight from Panini. Panini, they print the product. They figure out how much they're going to print of a certain set. They print it, and then they send the boxes to distributors. And distributors then send the boxes to your breakers or your hobby shops, all that sort of thing. And then you as a consumer, or like me, we go to the hobby shop or go to a breaker and buy the product from them. So the problem is that the distributors used to just make their, I'm just going to pull a number out of the air, maybe make their 10% off the product and move it on to the hobby shops and such. And then the hobby shops made their 10% and sold it to you. But at some point, the distributors caught wind that people were sitting on like some of the big releases like Prism and Select, and a year later selling it for thousands of dollars per case, and in this case per box. And so the distributors then decided that they want a bigger piece of the pie. And now, like for instance this year, I wanted to buy a box of 2021 Prism basketball or Panini Select Football, and it was $1,500 a box for one hobby box on release day. And I don't know of many people that can just afford to do that. I definitely can't. I opened 2017 Select, 2018 Select, and I know I didn't pay over $200 a box. It was like $100 something a box. But it was because that system was in place where, as long as you got there for the release, you did well. And now it just makes card collecting a big headache. And that is a reason why I'm pretty sure this is the reason why people are hunting down retail. Because retail, you can go to Walmart or Target, buy a blaster of Prism, or this year they finally did Select blasters for football. You can buy them for $20 for a box. Awesome. That's a great deal. But due to the distributors making the products inaccessible for most people, it then became a rush to Targets and Walmarts to get these blaster boxes in retail. And we all know what's been going on. People have been getting in scuffles. It's sad. I think you're an idiot if you get in a fight over any kind of cards, whether Pokemon, basketball, football, whatever. But you can see how this happened, because the only way people can get the only way the vast majority of people were able to get anything to open or for their collections is to go to Target or Walmart and hope they can find a blaster. And I'll tell you, I found these at an out-of-town Target a while back. I bought a few of them that they limited me to it was supposed to be like 3 or 4 packs per purchase, but they went ahead and let me buy more than that, which now I wish they wouldn't have, because you just can't find stuff. But this is the only sports product I did find some Heritage baseball blasters also. I shouldn't say that. But I haven't seen any basketball, football, any of that sort of stuff. And definitely, I haven't seen a single pack of Pokemon at a Target or Walmart forever. And so the reason, though, that you find these once in a while is because Topps has been printing. They know the demand is insane for sealed stuff. So they've been printing this into oblivion, supposedly. I've heard rumors that they're printing this at rates comparable to like the junk wax era. So that's going to be a bad side effect of people hoarding stuff, is that they're going to keep printing until none of it's worth anything. Yeah, I do want to open some just to open the cards, get packs. Don't really care if anything nice, just fun to open stuff. But Panini's doing the same thing. The early reports on 2020 Select Football is that they printed way more than 2019, which means that they're not going to be worth as much, guys. People that watch this channel can figure that out pretty easily. That the more they print, the less rare it's going to be. The less likely people are going to want to grade it and collect it. It just makes it not as fun if it's like printed into oblivion, basically. And Pokemon's doing the same thing. They know they can't get product into the store, so they're going to print it and print it and print it and print it until it's in stores finally again. But due to idiots, and I will say they were idiots, fighting over packs of cards, now Target said, not up in here. They have discontinued selling cards in their stores. And guys, there's a lot of Targets out there. Thousands and thousands of Targets. So that is only going to make... I think Walmart still does them, but again, if you find stuff at Walmart, then yeah. I can't ever find anything at Walmart. But yeah. It's gotten bad, And if people get in fights in Walmarts over product, they're going to discontinue selling them too. I mean, it just doesn't make sense for a store to allow that happening in their store. So what that's going to result in is, okay, we'll sell it, but we'll sell it online. And unless you are a computer smart, illiterate, if you're a computer literate person that knows how to set up automatic buying bots, you're not going to get that online either. And I've definitely seen this happening because I've been trying to buy some of the newer Pokemon sets online since I can't find them at the store. You try to go to Pokemon Center and buy them, they're sold out. You try to go to GameStop, they're sold out. Because as soon as they put stuff in the store, there's people that have bots set up that as soon as it gets in stock, they buy them up. And this happens in seconds. So that's not an option. So your only real option if you want to buy cards nowadays is to go to your local hobby shop and buy hobby packs or boxes. And if you've done that, you know prices have gone insane for sealed hobby boxes. And this again goes back to the distributors that want their piece of the pie. They want a bigger piece, and so they're charging your hobby shop a lot more for product, and thus your hobby shop has to sell it for a lot higher price. And there's places like this you can do subscription boxes for. Like this is one I've been doing lately, Grand Slam Card Club. That's a way you can get some sealed stuff. But guess what? These guys, they buy hobby boxes. Their prices for hobby boxes are going to go up. Those prices for that sort of thing is going to go up. And it just all falls back onto the people that collect. So it's getting to be very frustrating. So one way that I discovered, no, I didn't discover it, I just finally learned about it in this past couple years, is getting into the grading cards. And it's really fun. It gets you, I think it's taken me away from worrying about buying boxes. Now going through my cards I have and getting cards graded. Like, this is really awesome. So when 2018 Panini Select came out, I really loved it, and I was chasing Lukas, but I was getting for like 100 something a box. So I bought like 4 or 5 boxes and hit some nice cards. And when I got them graded, they look awesome slabbed. I just picked this up. I want to talk about that though. Even got a PSA 10 on this KD. It's limited to 175. These are awesome cards that I pulled myself and got graded. So I'm definitely excited about the grading game and getting cards graded that I have. But now I'm not the only one that thought that way. PSA got slammed, and so now they are not accepting new orders because just so many overwhelming numbers of cards to get graded. So can't really do that right now. So what I've been doing lately is buying cool PSA 9 cards, and like this one I had on the screen. This one found at the local hobby shop, got it for a good deal. This one I just picked up, PSA 9 Luka. I had sold my other Lukas raw, so I've been regretting doing that. So I wanted to get another one and picked up this PSA 9. PSA 9s, guys, are a great deal because they're still mint cards. A lot of times you can't even see a problem with the card. Picked this 2018 Prism Mahomes up. Not his rookie, but it's a sweet card, PSA 9. Get it for the fraction of the cost of a PSA 10. So I've been doing some of that, picking up cool cards for my collection, and they've actually done well. I mean, I think PSA 9 cards, especially from older sets, and maybe try to possibly stay away from 2020, 2021, because we just don't know how much they've made of it. But these older sets, definitely look on the back, scan your code. You will see the pop reports. I like to do that when I go to the local hobby shop. I'll look at a card, scan the code on the back up here, that'll give you the pop report. You can tell, okay, well, this one has some good future to it, because there's not 20,000 of them graded. Another thing that I've been doing to still have fun in the hobby without opening expensive packs has been going through bargain bins and buying raw cards that once PSA gets back going again, who knows how much it'll cost, but like these are really awesome cards. They're super fun to look through and pick out nice ones. Super cheap. You probably saw these. I showed these on a video. So buying older stuff, these were years I wasn't involved in collecting, so I found some really cool cards that I wanted to put in my collection. If I get to grade them someday, awesome. If not, I'll keep them in my collection. Another thing, this type of stuff has not really gotten affected by all the price increases, and that is Heritage Miners. Now, I love Heritage Miners cards. Some people might not like them because they're not Major League uniforms, but they are officially licensed. You can get autographs, on-card autos. They're very cheap. And there's so many of these great young players that are in those sets. Like, got Bobby Witt Jr. This was from 2020. Some Wander Franco. Tatis. I mean, this is awesome stuff, man. There's a Wander Franco. This is from 2019 Heritage Miners. Another thing that I really enjoy is Allen Ginter. Allen Ginter definitely has gone up in price, but not like Topps Chrome or stuff like that. So it's still pretty affordable. And I got to look through my old cards and looked at them with the eye towards, hey, if I can get some of these graded at $20, I might do it. Just some real cool Allen Ginter cards. Old Trout, Rocky, Javier Baez. I didn't even remember this guy being in Bert Kreischer. Pretty funny. The Trout, the Iron Sheik. Just really cool cards. Sometimes you can go through and find, like, this card is unbelievably popular nowadays. This Dave Portnoy. He started Barstool Sports. And guess what? He was in 2014 Ginter. So Ginter cards are fun because they're cheap, fun to collect, fun to build sets. Another cool thing to do is getting like Heritage is another nice set to collect. Still fairly cheap. Great looking cards. They look great slabbed. I want to show a graded example to show what they look like. Here's what Allen Ginter card looks like slabbed up. Beautiful cards. Another inexpensive option is like Panini's Team USA stuff. Some great autos you can pull out of that. And usually one cheap hobby box at maybe $60, $70, you get 5 autographs out of a box. It's unbelievable. Super fun. They're on-card autos, a lot of them, and you get some cool patches and stuff. It's just a way to enjoy the hobby without spending a ton of money. And that's what the game's going to be about, enjoying the hobby without blowing a hole in your wallet. It's like, just an example. I did, when I was talking about Prism earlier, these are some of the recent prices of these older sets. 2018-19 Select Basketball. The last box, these are not cases, single box, sold for $4,225. 2017 Prism Football. This is in Patrick Mahomes' rookie year. The last hobby box of that sold for $14,000. Guys, I don't know anybody that can afford to go out and buy that kind of stuff. And to do a break of it is just, it's like, I hate talking bad about breaking, but man, when the prices get up this high, it's so bad. Like, if you don't hit something good, man, it's going to hurt. And so I actually think breaking right now, like box breaking, there's tons of breakers out there. Some of them are really great breakers. Like I love to, if I do a card break, I like to go to Cards Infinity. He's the best. I got no problems with Chris at all, but I just can't afford to get in breaks right now. They're just the 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 return on your cost just to me is not worth it. It's not their fault. That's the only way you could even smell a pack of some of those cards is by getting in breaks. So I do get it, but that's another layer of frustration for the hobby right now. But yeah, I say this is my bottom line for the state of the hobby of collecting sports cards in 2021, May 2021. Man, I kind of almost want to stay away from 2021 stuff unless it's something you really love. Like, I'll definitely buy some Allen Ginter this year. I did buy some Heritage. I have some of those videos on my channel of those openings. I'm not expecting anything out of them because I know they are skyrocketing the print runs on 2021 stuff. So just break it. Oh, see, like here's some 2021 Heritage. Some cool cards. They were short prints and stuff. My brother, he's wanting to make a set, so I'm saving him some of these. But that's a fairly cheap product to open. But like I said, I'm sure they're printing it till the printers won't print anymore. Definitely don't spend a lot on the expensive stuff like Prism and Select and stuff like that, because I just feel like it's just, if you don't hit something huge in your box, man, it's gonna sting bad. So to keep you from losing your mind in the hobby, just stick with cheap stuff. Hey, if you have the money and can afford it, go for it. And I hope you hit something awesome. But I'm kind of an average collector, and I'm having to stay away from stuff that I used to open in years past because it's just unattainable. I mean, I can't drop $1,500 for a hobby box. I mean, that's just never going to happen. I can't even drop $1,500 for a case of stuff, But anyway, hang in there, guys. I think at some point things will slow down and prices will come back down. Stuff will start showing back up. Target will say, well, we're selling cards again. It's going to happen again at some point. Just hang in there. I feel you. Thankfully, I have cards at PSA that I'm getting graded right now, so that's going to keep my interest in the hobby, is getting some of my cards back and doing PSA reveals and stuff like that. And I definitely think that's going to be my story of 2021 the rest of the year, is getting excited to get some cards back from PSA. Maybe selling a few that are duplicates to help pay for my submissions and stuff like that. And once Ginter comes out, I'll probably buy a few boxes of Ginter and open it. And just, I love talking about the hobby. Hopefully you guys like these videos. If you're getting bored with this type of stuff, don't feel bad. You don't have to watch the videos, but I appreciate everybody that does watch. And I always try to keep you guys up to date on what I see happening at PSA, what I see happening in hobby shops, little tricks I'm learning, and as things change, like finding a cheap box, doing a little research and seeing, oh, I could buy this box for $100, sell it for $300, and then now I have $200 profit that I can use to buy like a PSA card or something. Like there's always new fun ways to do the hobby emerging as things change. So hang in there, guys. Have fun, and I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled for like stuff like this. Maybe I'll come across some blasters someday and open those on the channel. But there might be a little dry spell of pack openings. I am still going to keep doing the Grand Slam Card Club, because those are fun. And yeah, it was brought out to my attention that, yeah, I'm wasting money on those. But they're still fun, and at least I can get some packs of something without taking out a loan, for crying out loud. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos, and I hope you're enjoying Hobby Talks, because they're a lot of fun to do, and I enjoy making them. Later.